So when people talk about like getting out of debt,
Yeah.
I actually recommend like knocking out the car note
Yeah.
first for real.
Right.
Over your credit cards. I know the
Yeah.
credit cards got high interest.
And typically the car note is higher than anything else.
That's
Like,
your most of the time that's your
Yeah.
second highest bill. You got your
right.
mortgage,
Mortgage, exactly.
and then you got your credit cards, right?
Yeah.
And so in my mind, if I want the greatest flexibility and I want to have the greatest impact, I'm gonna knock out this $700 a month.
Yeah, my
car
mortgage
note.
is actually lesser than my car note.
That's
That's
cr-
crazy. Because the time
Not
I
many
bought my
people can
house,
say that.
the time I bought my house versus the time I bought my car.
Very
it's crazy
true.
how time
Switch.
matters.
Oh yeah, it matters a lot, bro.
If I'd have bought my car before a pandemic, then my mortgage would have been less. My car note would have been way less than my mortgage. But since I bought my house before a pandemic,
Yeah.
my mortgage is much lower than my car, and now my car is much higher than my mortgage.
Yeah.
It is crazy, but it still doesn't change what you're saying. Pay off the car first because the car note can be paid off faster. I'm in a
Yes.
30-year mortgage. You see what I'm saying? Versus a 5-year car note.
Yeah. And then what happens is you can take that money,
Yeah.
that $700 a month,
And roll it to the mortgage.
and roll that to
So
the
whatever
credit
that-
cards.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And now you're really making a greater impact.
Yeah,
That's what happens, bro.
sure. So D, let's talk about this, and then we can move forward because there's a lot of people watching on our platform. And look, I'm talking like we got millions of followers.
Right. I'm like, what?
There's a lot of people. So for
I'm
all
faithful.
33 of you,
Right? They watch this
to
video.
watch this video. They're watching and they may be in this position where ends are not meeting, car notes are laid behind, and repossession is probably a couple days away. Let's give them a plan to be able to get out of that scenario and that situation.
Repossession is a couple days away.
Yeah, maybe.
Reset.
What's reset? Where would you start? And then I'll give you my opinion.
You said that repossession is a couple days away. Well,
Yeah.
the car gonna get repossessed unless you have some type of money.
Yeah,
Unless you have a family member that can loan you the money,
sure.
right? And you have healthy relationships where you can supplement
Mm-hmm.
the payment. Sometimes it gotta get worse before it gets better.
Yeah,
You may have to Uber.
yeah,
It's just a fact of the matter. But what
Yeah.
you can't do is continue the same way and expect different results.
yeah.
So you may need to lose that car.
I agree.
That's just a fact of the matter.
I
And
agree.
now we got to learn from that.
Yeah,
Now you ain't got that car note. Hey, you may have to be on public transportation. You may have to work out this ride, share, like whatever. Call a
Yeah.
ride.
or go get a cheaper car note.
Whatever. You may not be able to do that right away because you're gonna have to go to one of them buy here, pay here places because now you got a repo.
Yeah, that's true too.
Right? So that's why I said you have to reset.
Yeah,
What you have to do is begin to stack your money, pay off bills, and devise a plan. I can't go get that $47,000 car.
yeah,
I may have to go get a $15,000 or a $20,000 car.
yeah,
See, the car that I really should have got, my car cost like $38,000.
yeah.
The car that I should have got was like 24.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't want to go over $500 for my car note. But again, they worked it out.
Mm-hmm.
But in all actuality, if I were to lose that car, then I got to reset.
Yeah,
That's just a fact of the matter. You don't get around that. How about you?
I mean, like you said, the only way you're gonna do is like try to borrow some money, like in that desperate situation. But if you're not at the brink of your car being repossessed 2 or 3 days, I would definitely. I don't know. It depends on so many factors. Because if you just making ends meet and you already behind months, then like you got to start making sacrifices if you want to keep this car. So
Yeah.
maybe driving less to where now you ain't putting as much gas in the car. Maybe eating out to eat less, where like changing lifestyle.
Yeah.
And so I know you was talking directly to resetting towards the car, but like you can pull money from other places. A lot of people got extra income, bro. Unless you just living above your means, like crazy.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of
And
debt.
it's all about to come down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so, like, really setting a budget and allocating money to the right places is what I would say.
And that's a reset. In
That's
my
the
mind.
reset.
That's a part of the reset. Because you have to become intimate with your finances. I can't say that enough. On every episode we talk about finances, I'm going to say you have to become intimate with your finances.
Yeah.
In a lot of these situations,
Sure.
we have to prevent the situation before.
Yeah.
After it's too late.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Or you just gonna file bankruptcy, wait 7 years, or have to go through this period of buy here, pay here places.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a mess. We gotta start preventing this stuff before. We gotta stop getting into these messy situations, bro.
Yeah.
Get into these cars and properties or whatever the case may situations before. We gotta be able to look at this and say, this is not in my best interest. Because just because you get the car, you still gonna want to travel. You still gonna want to go out to eat.
And you don't want to stifle your whole life because you got a car.
Because you got this car now. That's what happens. And then now you got to make a decision.
Yeah.
That's why you see people bounce from car to car to car, phone company to phone company to phone company.
Yeah.
It's because so many things are out of balance and they never took the time to reset.
Yeah.
They're so out of touch with their finances.
One thing I did like about that article was like, man, reach out to them people when you behind. Like, they be having things in place to help you.
That's a great.
They really do. But we
Yeah.
be so ashamed and embarrassed, or just like don't want people to know we struggling. Not even a stranger that's gonna answer the phone that don't even know your
us
ass.
at all. Exactly. Very true.
Man, call them people, man, and tell them where you are. Man, most of the time they come up with payment plans, systems.
Yeah.
They're not new to this. They know they repo millions of cars
Very true.
every day. You know,
Very
like
true.
these things. And so I think that, like, figure out a way.
That's great advice, D.
Before you lose your car, figure out a way. Nobody just want to lose the car they've been dumping money into and that they're used to driving around. So
Yeah.
call the people first
Yeah.
and see what you can do. And then do it. Just do it. So you won't be like, dude, where's my car when you come outside?
Yeah.